What is going on, Spears Spotlight fam? Get ready, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding today, and we've got the inside track on all the hottest stories you need to know. From the dazzling, and sometimes dark, world of child pageants to major shakeups in the television landscape, and even some surprising departures from iconic comedy shows, it's all happening fast. You won't want to miss a single second of this episode as we dive deep into the developments that are setting the internet ablaze. So buckle up, stay sharp, and let's get into it. First up, get ready to be captivated by a brand new drama series heading to Hulu. We're talking about a show set to pull back the curtain on the intense and often dramatic world of child beauty pageants. And guess who's leading the charge? None other than Hilary Duff. She's set to star in a series that promises a unique and potentially wild look into this competitive arena. Then, we've got some big news coming out of Saturday Night Live, with a significant cast member making their exit. Plus, we're tracking a major move that could shake up how you watch your favorite streaming content, with a popular service becoming available on another major platform. And that's not all, as we're also looking at a surprising change in the broadcast booth for one of sports' biggest events. Finally, we're shining a spotlight on some unbelievable stories, including a shocking scam involving AI-generated videos and a beloved TV personality, and a deep dive into the gritty world of special forces and drug trafficking being adapted for the small screen. It's a packed show, so make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on so you never miss an update. The pageant world gets a new star. Get ready for a deep dive into the glittering, yet often cutthroat, world of child beauty pageants, because Hilary Duff is making waves with a new drama series in development at Hulu, titled Pretty Ugly. This project, based on Kirker Butler's 2015 novel of the same name, promises to offer a compelling look into the high-stakes environment where dreams of stardom are forged, and where maternal ambition can reach extraordinary lengths. Duff is slated to star as Miranda Miller, a devoted mother whose life's mission is to see her 10-year-old daughter, Bailey, crowned the most successful child pageant contestant in America. Miranda, a former teenage pageant queen herself, envisions a future filled with endorsement deals, beauty brand collaborations, and perhaps even a television show for her daughter. However, Bailey, who has been immersed in the pageant circuit since she was just 3 months old, is experiencing burnout and has little interest in continuing. This fundamental conflict sets the stage for a narrative rich with drama and emotional complexity. The situation is further complicated by Miranda's own circumstances. She is 7 months pregnant and is already meticulously planning her unborn daughter's pageant career, demonstrating a relentless drive that may border on obsession. The logline hints at even darker undertones, revealing that while Miranda is focused on building her pageant empire, her husband, Ray, a nurse with a penchant for prescription pills, has become involved with the teenage granddaughter of one of his hospice patients. Adding to the unsettling family dynamic, Miranda's mother, Joan, a reclusive widow, is reportedly plotting a murder with divine intervention. The tagline, "It's all pretty ugly," perfectly encapsulates the twisted family portrait and the underlying tensions that will undoubtedly fuel the series. Duff's involvement brings a significant draw, given her established career, from her iconic role in Lizzie McGuire to her more recent success in Younger and How I Met Your Father. The series is also backed by a strong creative team, with Kirker Butler, known for his work on Only Murders in the Building and Family Guy, penning the script and executive producing, and Silver Tree directing. The collaboration between Duff, Butler, and Tree, along with Capitol Entertainment, signals a project with considerable potential, aiming to explore the psychological and familial dynamics within the unique and often scrutinized world of child pageantry. But is this the only major development in the entertainment world? Stick around, because we're also unpacking some surprising shakeups at a legendary sketch comedy show. SNL star departs, streaming wars heat up, and sports broadcasts shift. In a significant development for the comedy world, Michael Longfellow is reportedly departing Saturday Night Live after 3 seasons. This news comes shortly after fellow cast member Devon Walker announced his exit, making Longfellow the 3rd departure from the current season, following Emil Wackham's exit after just 1 season. Longfellow's departure is particularly noteworthy given recent speculation that he was being groomed for the coveted Weekend Update co-anchor role. Reports indicated he had screen tested for the position alongside SNL writer Casey Shornama last May. Deadline's Peter White commented on the surprise of his exit, noting, "Longfellow's departure is somewhat of a surprise given that he was seemingly being primed to take over the Weekend Update desk at some point after some successful stints behind the desk, joking about topics such as TikTok and Real ID." Longfellow himself had previously joked about his limited screen time on the show, quipping during a Weekend Update segment, "I work like 12 hours a week. When you love your job, it never feels like work. No, I'm just not in that much stuff this season. It's fine, I walk around, they don't really keep tabs on your whereabouts here." His departure leaves a void in the Weekend Update segment and raises questions about the future lineup. Meanwhile, in the streaming landscape, a major shift is occurring as Peacock is set to become available as an add-on for Amazon Prime Video customers. This broad deal between Amazon and Comcast means that Peacock Premium Plus will be accessible through Prime Video channels, with subscription options at $16.99 per month or $169.99 per year. This move positions Peacock alongside other major streamers like HBO Max, Paramount Plus, Starz, and Apple TV Plus that have integrated their content into the Amazon ecosystem. As The Hollywood Reporter's Alex Weprin noted, Peacock has largely eschewed from participating in bundles and channels programs up to this point, but a source familiar with the talks says that the company is likely to become more aggressive in pursuing those sorts of arrangements moving forward, using the Amazon deal as a template. This strategic decision could significantly expand Peacock's reach. In the sports broadcasting realm, ESPN has made a notable change to its NBA Finals coverage, demoting Doris Burke from its primary team and replacing her with Tim Legler. Burke, a Hall of Fame broadcaster, had made history as the first woman to serve as an analyst for a championship broadcast in one of the 4 major North American sports leagues. ESPN is reportedly in discussions for a contract extension with Burke, and she may end up on the network's number 2 broadcast team. Legler will join veteran play-by-play announcer Mike Breen and Richard Jefferson for the finals broadcasts. This change in the broadcast booth is sure to spark discussion among fans. Finally, in a move that could impact late-night television, NBC is planning to give Jimmy Fallon's The Tonight Show more prominent post-Sunday night football airings this fall. Following a highly successful ratings run for a post-SNF Tonight Show earlier this year, NBC will schedule the show to air after the top-rated program 4 times this fall, including after 2 games featuring the Kansas City Chiefs, a team drawing significant pop culture attention due to the engagement of tight end Travis Kelce to Taylor Swift. And the drama doesn't stop there. We're also diving into the intriguing world of true crime and a surprising adaptation of a gritty book series. AI scams strike, true crime adapts, and dance pros hit the ballroom. In a chilling turn of events, a woman has fallen victim to a sophisticated scam, losing a staggering $81,000 to fake AI-generated videos featuring General Hospital star Steve Burton. The deepfake videos, which mimicked Burton's likeness and voice with alarming accuracy, convinced Vivian Ruvalcaba's mother that she was interacting with the actor. Ruvalcaba expressed her distress, stating, "I'm sickened by it because it went this far. Why didn't I know this? Why didn't I see what was happening? What did I miss?" The elderly woman reportedly sent the substantial sum through prepaid gift cards, cash, and Bitcoin, even selling her condo due to the elaborate deception. Steve Burton himself has been made aware of the fraudulent videos and has issued a statement to assure fans that he does not require financial assistance, with the Lapped currently investigating the case. This incident highlights the growing threat of AI-powered scams and the devastating impact they can have on unsuspecting individuals. Shifting to the world of television adaptations, John Shirley's action thriller book series, The Specialist, written under the pen name John Cutter, is being developed for television by AR Content. The series, which inspired the 1994 Sylvester Stallone film, will be brought into the modern era, exploring the moral and tactical complexities of contemporary warfare, particularly in the drone age. The company has secured rights to all 11 books in the series and is currently in discussions with showrunners to bring this gritty narrative to the screen. Similarly, author Seth Harp's best-selling book, The Fort Bragg Cartel, Drug Trafficking and Murder in the Special Forces, is also being adapted for television at HBO. This series will delve into the dark underbelly of narco-trafficking and unsolved homicides within U.S. Special Forces units stationed at Fort Bragg, promising a gripping and investigative look into a clandestine world. On a more uplifting note, the dance world is buzzing with the news that Jan Ravnik, a standout dancer from Taylor Swift's Eras Tour, is joining the cast of Dancing with the Stars as a professional dancer. Ravnik, who captivated audiences with her performances alongside Swift, has also previously collaborated with artists like Mariah Carey, Paula Abdul, and Bruno Mars, bringing a wealth of experience and star power to the ballroom competition. Her inclusion is sure to excite fans of both Taylor Swift and the popular dance reality show. Elsewhere in entertainment, Adult Swim has announced premiere dates for its popular animated series. Smiling Friends is set to return for its third season on October 5th, while Haha, You Clowns will premiere as a full-fledged series on October 19th. Additionally, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives will debut its third season with all 10 episodes dropping on Hulu on November 13th. Fubo is also launching a new streamlined sports bundle, Fubo Sports, offering over 20 sports and broadcast networks for $55.99 per month, featuring national and local pro and college team coverage. Amazon is set to premiere the Mark Wahlberg-produced docuseries, Cocaine Quarterback, Signal Caller for the Cartel, on September 25th, chronicling the rise and fall of Owen Hansen. Finally, MGM Plus has set a November 2nd premiere date for its reimagined Robin Hood, promising a modern take on the classic tale with a focus on the outlaw hero and his epic love story with Marion. But before we get to our final big story, we have to talk about a surprising move for a beloved game show. And a very special reunion that's warming hearts. Game show bosses shuffle, stars reunite, and Netflix makes a quick cut. John Quinn, the showrunner behind popular game shows Let's Make a Deal and Press Your Luck, is expanding his role to become the new showrunner for The Price is Right. According to Deadline's Lynette Rice, Quinn is expected to introduce themed episodes for the upcoming season of The Price is Right, including segments dedicated to breast cancer awareness, Valentine's Day, Pet Adoption Week, Mother's Day, and Schools Out. Furthermore, a brand new pricing game is reportedly in development for the CBS staple, hosted by Drew Carey. This move signals a fresh wave of content and engagement for the long-running game show. In a heartwarming reunion, Heather Locklear shared a photo on Instagram with her Spin City co-star Michael J. Fox, captioning it, "With one of my all-time favorites." The picture was taken at Toronto's Fan Expo over the weekend. Locklear joined Spin City in its fourth season, which was also Fox's final season as a full-time cast member before his departure from the show due to his Parkinson's disease. The reunion offered a nostalgic moment for fans of the classic sitcom. Meanwhile, Netflix has made a swift decision regarding the inclusion of Lifetime's controversial movie, The Gabby Petito Story. The 2022 film, which dramatized the life and murder of Gabby Petito, was added to Netflix on Wednesday, according to What's on Netflix. However, just hours later, the movie was removed without any official explanation. The quick addition and removal have sparked considerable discussion and speculation among viewers. On another note, Jeanette McCurdy, the former iCarly star and author of the best-selling memoir I'm Glad My Mom Died, has announced her debut novel, Half His Age. Set to be published by Penguin Random House's imprint Ballantine on January 20, 2026, the novel is described as a startlingly perceptive, mordantly funny, and keenly poignant story about a 17-year-old girl's affair with her teacher, exploring themes of desire, power, and self-discovery. CBS Evening News has also welcomed a new executive producer, Kim Harvey. Harvey, who was instrumental in launching The Rachel Maddow Show and All In with Chris Hayes at MSNBC, will be the second woman to lead the CBS Evening News in its 77-year history. She replaces Guy Campanile, who will return to 60 Minutes. CBS News President Tom Sabrowski praised Harvey, stating, Kim brings a sharp news sense and terrific track record of producing from across the broadcast and cable networks. She is a well-respected newsroom leader, and her relationships with our on-air talent, producers, and reporters run deep. Comedian Leanne Morgan is also set to release her second Netflix stand-up special, Leanne Morgan, Unspeakable Things, premiering November 4th, following the debut of her sitcom, Leanne, on Netflix in late July. Lastly, in a move that could potentially attract more viewers, NBC is planning to give Jimmy Fallon's The Tonight Show a bigger boost by airing it more frequently after Sunday Night Football. Following a successful ratings period earlier this year, the network will air The Tonight Show 4 times after the primetime football game this fall, capitalizing on the NFL's broad audience, especially with games featuring the Kansas City Chiefs, whose popularity is amplified by Travis Kelce's relationship with Taylor Swift. And that brings us to the end of another packed news roundup. Time to catch you up on the biggest headlines of the day. And that's a wrap on today's hottest headlines. We saw Hilary Duff diving into the dramatic world of child pageants in Hulu's Pretty Ugly, Michael Longfellow making a surprising exit from Saturday Night Live, Peacock expanding its reach via Amazon Prime Video, and a chilling tale of an AI scam costing thousands. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this update, subscribe for more, ring that notification bell so you never miss a story, comment below with your thoughts on today's news, and follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content. We'll see you next time on the Spears Spotlight.